At Tapetro and Rolling Strong, there's a common goal that unites us. It's a never-ending commitment to the over 3.5 million professional drivers on the road today.
Hello drivers, this is Bob Perry. For a lot of my friends out there know me as the trucker trainer. We're in here in beautiful Waterloo, New York with our good friends at Petro TA. And you know this big guy, this is your fitness go-to fella right here, JD. Good to see you again. Glad to see you back again. So we're gonna have a lot of fun today. We got a lot of great information to show you and talk to you about. We're gonna walk you through, but more importantly, what we're gonna do is we're also gonna show you how to use your new driver health and wellness application app. So we're gonna help migrate you through the travel centers for you to make good choices. Healthy choices, small movements, nothing hard, right? We're gonna keep it simple because our mission is always the same. We wanna give you simple little tips that you can do, live healthy out there on the highway, keep your livelihood, and JD, at the end of the day, we want them to get home safe to see their families.
Home safe, and just give you a place like this with no excuses of why I got stuck in a bad diet, I got stuck with bad health. It gives you every opportunity to come in here following these needs to have a healthy life.
Tapetro has done a great job. You know, I talk all the time about when I'm on radio doing shows, you know, drivers call in and say, Bob, when are you going to get these travel centers out there to get behind what we're trying to do? And I tell them all the time, so you need to go to Tapetro. They've got the answers for you. And you're going to see that in here today. We're going to show you some really good alternatives that you can work from. All right, follow us and let's get started.
All right.
This is the interview I've been waiting on all day, all day. I'm sure a lot of you drivers out there recognize this good-looking face. This is Kelly. Kelly's the GM here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining us. So, Kelly, you know what I'm so excited about also, too, is because you've told me earlier, yesterday, that you actually opened this facility.
I did. I started in November of 2004 when they built the place.
And so obviously that's, you know, some 13 years ago, and coming up on, you know, 14 years. I'm sure over your lifespan, in working in this industry, you've seen a lot of changes.
Yes, there have been.
And so hopefully you're going to say that they're for the good.
I think they're for the good. Yeah, what's expected of the drivers, and then we try to accommodate them to match up with it. I think it works well.
So, you know, as most people that spend that kind of time in this industry, obviously someone with your skill set, you have a lot of choices to make, right? To work in a lot of different industries, do a lot of different things. Yeah. What keeps you so motivated about working in this space?
Well, I like the people, I like the challenge, and you see something different. There's change all the time. So it's a good thing. And one of us that we all have a common thread is we have a sincere passion for the drivers because we know that's a tough job. Business.
Yep. It's a tough job. So, you know, saying that, you know, we spend our time and energy taking care of these men and women, that's the whole initiative of the partnership with Rolling Strong and Tapetro across the country. Exactly. And the Stay Fit is because without these drivers, you and I are out of jobs.
Unemployed.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and the other thing that I know that TA has become very well, highly recognized in the industry is this program back here I want to talk about. Tell me just a little bit about this, how it came about.
Well, we want to be number one, and we're number one in a lot of avenues, and keeping our showers clean and restrooms and so on are part of the program. We're number one. We have the best, cleanest showers. Awesome. Voted by the drivers.
Right on. So, and I know obviously in this industry where we're always looking for new drivers, trying to cultivate new you know, populations out there to move into this industry, and a lot of that is the female drivers, correct?
Yes, there are a lot more than we've ever seen before.
Right. And so, and I imagine this had something to do with it, because when I read early on, I worked with women in trucking, and they talked about, and they said they've always told me that whenever they go out and they talk about these requests and what it takes to attract women in this population, TA is always the first one to step up and respond. Would you agree?
I would agree with that, yes.
Because I hear it all the time, that how much cleaner your restrooms are, because there's some special things you do in the ladies' restrooms, correct?
Yes, and we even have flowers.
I think you made sure they have plush towels, right?
Yeah, there's towels and bars of soap, shampoo, you know. We all keep little amenities in there.
All right. Good deal, good deal. Well, listen, thank you so much, and I just want to thank you from someone like myself that spent a lot of years, you know, being an advocate for these drivers, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you do. Obviously, you must be doing the right things, or you wouldn't be here for so long.
I hope so.
All right, thank you so much, Kelly.
Thank you.
Bless you. Judy, well, you're feeling pretty comfortable in here, aren't you?
I am feeling very much at home.
So, I mean, every time I come in, I see this type of environment in a travel center. I mean, it gives me great pleasure. I mean, who would have thought, right? I mean, it took years and years to to get the companies to understand the value of this. If anybody needs to have some exercise outlet, a professional truck driver does, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So obviously they follow the kind of the hotel model, didn't overdo it.
Sure.
Got some basic things, for them to take advantage of. It's available to all the professional drivers out there. So when you come in, so once again, this is a Stay Fit gym, and there's identified around the country. Going in the app, right? Our app, I think we have it broken down, right? We have categories because every location they have either has a gym, walking trail, basketball, horseshoes, I believe.
Correct.
And then the beanbag toss. So everything's designated to have some kind of activity. Right?
Absolutely.
So they can look up in the app on where they're going so they can manage their workouts. Because you also, too, you go in the app and you see JD in there performing some exercises, and they can add some things and do some customized exercise, right?
Absolutely.
Once again, this isn't about an hour and a half workout, ladies and gentlemen. This is about doing some basic exercises that are safe and to keep you healthy out there, get a little circulation going, and burn some calories.
Basic
I know
fundamentals.
you're a fan of this machine right here. Talk about it.
I am very much. It's non-impact, again, full body positioning. As far as you moving it, again, from being in a sedentary, stuck in the truck all day, to again, be able to move and transfer yourself in nice, smooth, nice rhythms on nice rails. You can use upper body conjunction, grab the handles if you just want to do sort of lower body, work on more stability, or get it all nice, you're just moving nice and loosely, and getting that circulation, getting every part moving, getting your breathing together, focusing on high posture, good foot positioning, so the good wide foot standards, so it doesn't matter the size of your foot or your gait, depending on how you're positioning your hips and things of that nature. It's comfortable for everybody and real easy to maneuver.
So let's move over here for some of the drivers who are interested in doing some strength training.
Sure, this is a great piece of equipment.
It is, isn't
very
it?
versatile.
It doesn't take up much space.
Nope. Very
And
condensed.
you can do a full body workout, right?
Oh, no doubt. Again, the attachments, most of the facilities, again, it's one of our fit stations. They have a sort of a diagram here with all different exercises and setup. For instance, the incline, let's say chest, the number 1 groove here. Set all up, really easy enough on simple racks. Just looking at the idea. Get yourself the best, sort of stabilize, get yourself positioned. Again, everything's about the feel. So being like a 5-year-old kid, don't be afraid or intimidated by equipment, because it's really just about you, how you deal with load and how to suspend yourself and stabilize yourself in balance.
Drivers, once again, I know you saw a lot of great stuff today, but please, we encourage you to do 2 things, right? Take advantage of having access to a CDL wellness coach. Someone,
100%.
I mean, that's phenomenal, right?
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
it costs
Priceless.
a lot of money to go in and do that. And the second thing is, it really comes down to movement and what you put in your mouth. It's really not, and we just want to give you a simple thing. So if you don't do anything else, please take advantage of those couple of things, and you'll find and you'll gain some results. And more importantly, help you stay healthy and get you home safe to see your family. Okay, I'm here with my new food friend, Tracey.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Doing well, doing well. So Tracey, if I understand correctly, you're the food manager.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and manage the restaurant here.
Yes.
And I also understand you've been in this industry for 15 years.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I bet you've seen a lot of changes.
Yeah, through the years, the drivers have, asked for different things. They've started wanting to eat healthier, so we're trying to accommodate that.
Right on. And so obviously, like someone yourself who's been in this industry for that long, you must have a passion for this space and the drivers, right?
Oh, yeah. I said the drivers are like family. We see the same drivers cyclically. They come in twice a week, 4 times a month, whatever. So they're family.
Right on. That's good to hear. And that's what makes the difference, right, to operate like in this environment.
Yes, sir.
Good. So that's great. So tell me a little more from the changes you've seen. I mean, you've got a beautiful salad bar here.
Well, thank you. We try really hard.
I mean, I just was thoroughly impressed when I stopped in. And one of the things I hear all the time when I do radio shows on the truck driving radio stations, drivers are always saying, when are you going to get those truck stops, Bob, to have some healthier choices? But this buffet, this salad bar is awesome.
Well, and that's one of the things. The salad bar is one of our main draws because especially on the throughway, so to speak, or a lot of restaurants, you can't get a salad bar. So to, give them this many options with salads and the condiments that go on it, I think they really enjoy it.
Well, I wanted to let you know also, too, someone paid you a really nice compliment earlier. I was interviewing a family over there who are passing through on their way to New Jersey. They contacted some friends of theirs that had eaten here the night before. They had dinner here. And they said, listen, when you come through, you got to stop at Tapetro. They got great food, great service. They got a beautiful salad bar. And so this family stopped in.
Well, good, and that's what helps us, word of mouth. You know, if you had a great experience, you're going to tell somebody.
You better believe it. That's the great thing about this driving population, right? They get on the radio, they tell their buddies.
Yes, they know within minutes.
The good and the bad.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, thank you so much for everything you do. We really appreciate it, because you and I both know without these drivers, you and I don't have opportunities.
Yes, sir. We're happy to be here for them.
Right on. Thanks, Tracey.
Okay.
Minute Mart travel stores offer the ultimate in one-stop convenience. A wide selection of trusted name brands, popular grab-and-go foods, a well-earned reputation for having what drivers need.
Agua.
Hydration.
Important, very important. Good supply, decent prices.
And also, too, is one of the things we talk to drivers all the time, right? That when they think they're getting a lull and they think they need to boost the caffeine, I always tell them, drink a bottle of water.
Water first.
Wait a few minutes, right?
Absolutely.
Because it takes a while to kick in.
Absolutely.
And all of a sudden it's like your battery, right? And the problem is when they get dehydrated, you let it go down, 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 it's hard to get it back up. A lot of talk these days about going back to the basics of milk, right?
Milk does the body good.
There you go. Chocolate, regular. So, but I have this conversation a lot of times. Drivers will ask me about that. Good source of protein or is it not a good source?
Sure.
But I think there's some other alternatives out there as well.
There are. They came basically the Fairlife.
Right.
And again, the app kicks in here because you're able to scan and get an idea about if it fits
so
into
we
the
can
plan.
Use that
Sure, it's real easy. The app, you have a little scan button here. You hit the scan for the app, and then all you do is line it up with the barcode, and it'll tell you basically the nutritional is implemented. Okay, and boom, zaps you. 9 carbs, 19 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat. So boom, acceptable. So they've come on here, which Tapetro has obviously affiliated himself with, getting healthy choices. App approved.
There you go. Very good. Very good. Very good choice. This is the area that I really want to spend some time on, because when you're on the road driving, right?
Sure.
Boredom sets in. It's hand to mouth. Stay away from the candy. My brother's who's a driver, he tells me when he's getting stressed out, he stops and gives him a bag of M&Ms, and always are trying to discard him from doing that.
Sure, mentally easy, you get to play with things, constant motion, something to do.
Exactly.
Sure.
Especially because, as I always say all the time, when the drivers are out there, if you don't get yourself prepared to make a good choice, you're going to make a bad choice.
100%. Such is life.
Yep, and typically those choices are going to be over smoking, over drinking power drinks, and so forth. So,
absolutely.
So this is our Stay Fit area here, where we got some snacks to pick from, right?
Right, nicely labeled. Good, good.
Yep. And so
nice and easy.
The popcorn, of course, is always, that's easy, low calorie.
Sure.
Once again, we can scan this, put it into our app, and help monitor it during the day. So as the calories come in and then the express calories, take it away. So, but these are things that low sugar, obviously not much sugar in all this.
Sure.
And low
seems
calories.
to be all baked, seems to be on non-fried ones. All
Exactly.
Good.
So these are some pretty good choices. So
Correct.
drivers, when you come in the TA, make sure when you come through, you look for the Stay Fit brand, right? So that you can look at this section and pick up some healthy snacks to carry with you in the cab. You're right. So this is a great area. Fresh, grab it and go. So I'm talking to drivers all the time about, when they're in a hurry, they're rushing through.
Sure.
Instead of going for those impulses over there, whiz by here, because there's some pretty good choices in here. I mean, look at this. Hard-boiled egg.
Ideal. Perfect. Back to same thing earlier, but whole egg.
So if you're in a hurry, don't think about the impulse buys or things that aren't really good for you. There's a lot of good choices in here that you can grab and go. I tell you, they got it going on. They got it easily marked.
Warms my heart. Warms my heart.
I know you're gonna love this. You probably want to grab a hold of this and take it home with you, right?
I knew they had to stop me from before we started shooting here. I want to eat some of that cauliflower. I'm a big fan.
Okay, so check this out. And here's what I just thought about. We just talked about the Stay Fresh grab and go. You grab your couple packs of turkey, right?
Oh my gosh.
The veggies, the munch on going down the highway. How good is that, right?
It's fantastic.
So we got the cauliflower.
Individually diced up for easy eating. It's not like you have to get a block and start munching like it's an apple. Easily individual, easy to go on the travel. Put right in your cup holder as you go. You have no coming to a TA, coming to a Petro. You have no excuse to live an unhealthy lifestyle or not consider you with your diet. This is it couldn't be easier.
They've made and so when you're done snacking on this, because you're eating good sources, good fiber,
Sure.
right? And you got some protein if you grab some of the turkey meat to go. So then you can treat yourself to a small fruit cup, right?
Absolutely.
Watermelon.
Absolutely. A perfect little size too. Again, we're talking about a serving size of fruit. That's a serving size of fruit.
That's it, right
ideal.
there. We got our selection of fresh fruit there. And so
perfect.
The bananas, apples, oranges, closest to the natural source.
Absolutely.
Right? That's
Absolutely.
That's the theory.
That's the
Closest
key.
to natural source. So another good choice. Stay fit.
Fantastic.
Right on. Hi, drivers. I'm back here. I'm with Patty. Patty's from corporate headquarters in Westlake, Ohio.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Patty is the general manager of all the Stay Fit programs all over the country. She manages everything from all the, as you told me earlier, all the feel-good stuff.
Correct.
Right. So she does a lot of the charity contributions that TA is involved in around the country, right?
Yes.
And so, but also from the Stay Fit. So Patty's the one that really helped set this up for us to be here on site, to work with the drivers, take them through all these different programs. So I know you've only been with TA for a short time.
Correct. 18 months.
Right. But you come out of this space, right, from managing and merchandise and retail and so forth.
Communications, basically.
Okay.
So I manage the marketing communications for the Stay Fit program.
So even though it's been a short time, I'm sure you've seen in this short window of opportunity that things have changed, moving steady ahead for driver health and wellness, correct?
Correct, yes. Right. We want to make sure that we are helping drivers to stay healthy and stay fit. And our sites are their home away from home, so we want to make sure that we are giving them all the opportunities to stay healthy while they're on the road.
Good. And also, too, I wanted to make mention that why we're also here at the Tapetro here in Waterloo is because you've been kind enough to support Rolling Strong Driver Health and Wellness Initiative across the country, and you're our exclusive partner in the travel center space, so we appreciate that very much. And drivers, I always want to point this out, that when I do these radio shows all the time, they're always talking about they need to find more healthy initiatives out there at the travel centers. As you saw today, TA offers that, from everything from good food options to the fitness. And if I remember correctly, every one of your stops, which is how many?
We have over 250 stops.
Wow. So each one of those had a mandate, I think I understood, that came down. They had to have some form of exercise. Is that correct?
Correct, yes. We have different opportunities at the different sites, exercise rooms, basketball hoops outside, cornhole, or actually beanbag toss, horseshoes, and also there are some walking trails too at some of the sites.
Great. So drivers, there's no excuse not to eat good, stay healthy, stay active when you're out there. So Patty, sincerely, for someone that's been a driver advocate for many, many years, I can't thank you enough. And we appreciate the partnership, and we hope we continue for many, many years to come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hey, how are you? Good.
hello. Can I get you guys a coffee or iced tea? We have Pepsi products, lemonade.
Do you have unsweet tea?
I do.
Can I have an unsweet tea, please?
Yeah.
I'm going to have just water with no ice. It'd be great.
You want a lemon?
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Sure.
Thank you so much. I can't believe it's noon already, and I am starving, my friend. So, wow.
Quite an
Well,
extensive
JD,
menu.
I guess this is where they get the saying, pictures worth 1,000 words. Look at all this good-looking food on here.
Quite an
Wow.
assortment. A lot of choices.
I don't know where to start. I'm confused.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rolling Strong, so let's use the Rolling Strong app. It'll hopefully give
God.
us an idea of steer us the right direction, how to begin this baby.
Good idea. We can put our information in there that we want, right?
Yeah, absolutely. With logistically where we are, it'll come up and should punch right up.
I mean, could you look at this? I mean, this food selection is just a lot. And
So I put my predicted meal plan, and sure enough, it punched up. My three choices are, I have an Atlantic salmon, petite sirloin, and a chicken breast, my top three choices that are here. So gives a general idea of what we're talking about here, which is nice.
wow.
We got calories here, so we got anywhere from ranging 420 to 700 . So
What's the salmon look like? How many? What's the close?
420 starting off. So that'd be
Oh,
just
wow.
the a la carte salmon by itself. And then it's sort of according to the menu says it includes the salad bar. So, boy, if that included a nice, good, healthy piece of salmon. The picture says some green beans here, and plus the salad bar. That's a great choice.
Yep.
Great choice.
That's mine. That's what I'm going with. What about you?
I'm a red meat guy again, so I'm keto, so I'm going to steer towards that petite sirloin again. So
right
being
on.
6 ounces about perfect about for this meal base. Balance it right out here at 550. A little heavy
bad.
for lunch, but I think I could cut some fiber in there. Maybe there's actually spinach there to slow that down a little bit. Perfect.
Good.
Awesome.
I like it. Let's do it. Okay, drivers. Wow. JD, what a day, right?
Oh.
I mean,
I'll tell
we
you
did
what.
it all. I mean, we talked food, nutrition, health, wellness, exercise. We even took them down through the categories, showed them the fresh and go grabs that they can take.
Absolutely.
I mean, talked about
Covered all the
temporary
bases.
relief. Showed them how they can actually use the app, and go through that. So thank you so much for joining me. I wish
you're
we
most
could
welcome,
we
most
need to do
welcome.
this more often.
Absolutely,
We don't get to see each
absolutely.
other much,
This
so
is a great
thank you so
call.
much. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
thank
You're a
you.
good man. A lot of good knowledge. Drivers, make sure you tune in JD's got a lot of great information in there. You need to really listen. This gentleman is a wealth of information, and the great thing about it is that you can contact him 24/7, because once you load him up in the app, he's a talking machine and got some good information and give you some basic tips on how to stay healthy out there on the road. So before we actually close, I want to introduce you to Steve Kane. Steve is the president of Rolling Strong, and Steve actually is the designer and creator of this wonderful new app that you're going to be utilizing out there. I want to take a few minutes to have Steve come on and just explain to you, give you a quick little walkthrough of all the things to kind of wrap up what we showed you in there today. Steve? Hey Steve, good to see you, man.
Hey Bob, great to see you. Thanks for the nice intro.
Absolutely, absolutely. So JD and I had a fun-packed day today, man. We talked a lot of good information, gave a lot of drivers some good navigation on how to get through the travel center and find all the good stuff in here. So as I mentioned earlier, Steve is also the president, but also the designer of the new driver health and wellness platform. Yep. So I'd like to take a couple minutes, Steve, if you mind, just showing the drivers a little more of the information so we can kind of wrap it up together, show them all that navigation that we have to help them live a healthier lifestyle out there on the highway.
Absolutely, I'd love to. And Bob mentioned that I'm the president of Rolling Strong, but more importantly, I'm a former truck driver, so I've spent a lot of time on the road, and I understand the challenges that we all go through and that kind of thing. So at Rolling Strong, we've designed a driver health and wellness application that really helps you navigate through this lifestyle to find healthy choices as you're living on the road. And this is a fantastic facility to kind of show off how that application works, because the app really boils it down to what type of calories that you're putting in your body, how many calories you're putting in your body, the opportunity to get exercise while you're on the road, and ultimately what kind of sleep you're able to get. And here at this truck stop, we've been able to walk through today and show a great example of how you can find healthy options in a truck stop and eat healthy items off of a buffet or order off the menu, as well as we've walked through and saw some opportunities where we can get exercise even at the truck stop, whether it be in the fitness center or outside on the side of your truck or in a nearby walking trail. So using the app to do those things, we've actually gone ahead and we've put in several of those components to make it easier for the driver. The app is driver-centric. It's built around the driver lifestyle. When you log into the app, you're going to create a profile that's then going to come up with your caloric limits for the day. And it's really gamified, so if you meet those caloric needs for the day, you're going to get a few points for it. And so as you go through the day, just like Bob and JD were able to show in the tutorial they just did, you're going to be able to see where you can scan food, you can log food. And one of the coolest things I think that's in here, and this really comes from years of being on the road myself, pulling up to a truck stop and being nervous about going in there and being confronted with all those choices. You go in there after a hard day's work and you look at that menu full of all them delicious items, it's really tough to make a good choice. So we added a button in there called Predict My Meal, and you press that, and based on your GPS location, based on your profile, based on your information, it's going to tell you what's the best thing for you to eat right now at this place that you're at. And I think that's a great component, so it takes the guesswork away from what you should eat. Now let's say you get done with that and you go to the fitness center that's located here in this Tapetro facility, or you want to go out and get some exercise on the side of your truck. We have a whole line of exercise equipment, or you can find exercises in here to do without the equipment. We have a whole exercise routine built into the app. It's a very easily guided exercise program that's really built specifically for your lifestyle. So we're not trying to get you out of the truck and work you out really hard. We have very easy, simple to do exercises that are very light on your shoulders and your low back and things like that. So they're low pressure exercises just to get a little bit of movement in there. You can log those things and earn points as well. And you can monitor your sleep. You can integrate your watch with the application so you can track this kind of thing. And at the end of the day, you can build up these points and you can go out on our reward store and you can trade them in for cool stuff. So we've designed this application to work specifically for you as a driver. And again, fantastic place to see this thing really work well for you is right here at a Tapetro or TA truck stop. Thank you.